Welcome to the breakdown where we break down all the messed up movies, and we can all thank Anna Quatermass for showing me the most horrifying breakup I've ever seen. Directed by Andrzej Żuławski, we witnessed the unraveling of a divided married couple in the middle of a divided Berlin years before the Berlin Wall crumbled. Secret agent Mark finds out his wife Anna is hiding a lot from him, including how she lost her damn mind. Anna, this you? But this movie is a roller coaster that none of us is ready for. So let's discuss the plot and review its best and most horrifying moments. If you want to see what happens, including all the messed up parts, stay tuned for the breakdown. Cue the Gohan. First time I've seen this lame-ass Berlin Wall in a movie, but it's not bigger than the wall between this married couple. Not to mention they have a dead bedroom. The husband suspects that she found someone else while he was cosplaying James Bond around the world. Mark is an international spy, seen here getting grilled by his spy masters. They love him, but he wants to quit to focus on his family. He returns home to find Anna missing, all while East Berlin is playing a game of I Spy. He's being watched. Someone named Heinrich has been sending her flirty letters. His wife calls him again, admitting she found someone else and likes them better. Mark is so angry that he doesn't even want to see their son anymore. He's so angry she says that she wished she never had Bob with him. This is juvenile, man. Come on, you know you're paying for all that, right? Getting tackled by the cooking crew is ridiculous. Calm down. Weeks later, Mark seems devastated on an existential level that Anna doesn't want him anymore. Can barely speak, barely function at all. It's like his entire identity has escaped him. This is until he thinks about Bob, finding out that he is living home alone, Macaulay Culkin. Look at the new boat I got from Uncle Heinrich. Doesn't that make you feel worse, Dad? Anna isn't just unfaithful, she's unwell. And now an innocent child pays the price. This looks fun in a criminally insane way. Oh, look who's back. He decided to stay in the home and argues with her to restore order. If you want to stay in his home, leave Heinrich. But clearly, his entire identity is dependent on her being with him. Late at night, she sneaks out and he gets a phone call from Heinrich saying, Anna is with me and she'll stay with me. Keep her, bruh. Jeez, good luck. I just love to rub at my little sister's faces that they have to go to school for at least 12 more years. But at Bob's school, his teacher looks dumb familiar. Like who does she remind you of? After, he goes to meet the famous Heinrich. Honestly, Heinrich isn't horrible and feels bad about everything. He also says that it wasn't him that spoke on the phone last night, but he does admit that he and Anna have been together for a year. Overall though, Heinrich accepts the situation as it is, while Mark still struggles to even perceive it. When Mark gets violent, Heinrich goes drunken fist and kicks him out. How you gonna be a spy getting beaten up by this cult leader ass combat? Oh, look who's home. They argue in the kitchen with their child in the next room. She calls him disgusting and Jesus, these arguments almost carry the same angry vigor as that famous argument from The Sopranos or even the one from The Godfather Part 2. You can see that anger coursing through his face, chasing after her in the street and causing a truck to crash. Something broke inside when that happened. And then he joins some kid's soccer game. He goes to visit a private detective, asking him to follow his wife for a few days. Honestly, Mark, aren't you a spy? Just spy on her. I'm surprised she keeps coming back after these vicious fights they have, all reiterating the same topics about whether she loves Heinrich and if she would stay with him. He can't let her go. This might be the nuttiest married couple we've talked about yet. Someone working for the detective agency gets to work. Worst detective I've ever seen. You are so sus. Is that Vincent van Gogh? Man out of time? We love you now, brother. Cheer up. The detective is outright obviously following her. She must think she's in danger, leading him to a secret apartment she has. He lies his way inside, but she's hiding something. It's like he's walking into Dahmer's apartment. He checks her bathroom, seeing an odd, disgusting creature in the bathtub, and she offs him, slashing his neck with that broken wine bottle. Meanwhile, this teacher who looks a lot like somebody I can't put my finger on comes in and bathes Bob. Heinrich comes wondering what happened to Anna. The two circle each other like competing males in the animal kingdom. What stands out is when Heinrich says the only thing to fear is not me, but God. Mark replies, "For me, God is a disease." And Heinrich replies, "Through disease, we can reach God." I think this encounter is very meaningful, showing Heinrich's acceptance of uncertainty while Mark is a slave to analysis and control and fears the alternative. Helen lets Mark know that little Bobby B is quiet, but has screaming nightmares during recess at school. She's acting like everything Anna could have been: quiet, caring, maternal, and present. The main detective of the agency asks Bob for the address that Anna lives at, personally worried about his partner. Anna knows why he is here precisely, emitting terror while still looking terrified herself. She points him to his partner and this octopus-like creature. It's like something out of The Thing. He shoots her for killing his partner, but she reacts like The Thing and says it's clobbering time, using his own weapon to off him. Despite literally sleeping with a better Anna, he will not choose her, and she cares for Bob first and foremost. He watches old tapes of Anna instructing ballet. She's very cruel with her instruction, forcing this child to run out. The way she talks to the camera, comparing the painful passion of ballet between her and Mark, it becomes clear she inhabits the "through disease we can reach God" or transcend idea. She may have always been difficult and cruel, and her breakdown is bringing it all to the surface since she compartmentalized so well. She reminds me of the wife from Antichrist. In fact, this whole movie reminds me of Antichrist, both showing grief that harms and love that doesn't heal. She seems to not just hate herself, but hates her own form of existence. She wants to become something perfectly flawless, despite flaws being inherent and perfectly fine. It seems easy to say that Anna is Arkham Asylum tier crazy, but really, it seems like she's shedding. It feels like a ritual with the beginning and end. And this train station subway breakdown is probably one of the most infamous things I've ever seen. No words at all for whatever I'm watching. Like, near the end, she literally melts, oozing white, green, and red liquids. She's shed her former self and becomes something new. In response to new Anna, Mark gives Heinrich the address to her new home, desperately wanting help in figuring out what is going on around here. He goes there for a booty call, but instead sees an up-close view of this terrifying creature that horrifies him so much he almost goes blind. Anna is something scarier than human, and she has no room for imperfect beings in this new reality. Heinrich calls Mark to tell him what happened, and he is horrified seeing the things Anna has hidden in her apartment, but she's not there. At a bar, both him and Heinrich talk about Anna Dahmer's apartment. He clearly saw the apartment, but lies, saying that nothing is wrong with her, and offs Heinrich, making it look like he drowned. He then blows up Anna's apartment, which is kind of cool the way he did it. He gives Bob to Helen for safekeeping and returns home terrified that Anna is cheating on him again. Turns out she's having the nastiest encounter with that tentacle creature. Oh boy. Mark is dealing with all this while trying to be recruited by his old spy masters. It makes you realize just how watched and controlled Mark was this whole movie. It would be crazy if this whole plot is some espionage psyop. The last 10 minutes of this movie are ridiculous. Mark arranges a taxi driver to ram into a police car, allowing Anna to escape, who is driving in a blue car that belonged to the detective. Dude even shot one of the officers before escaping, screaming through alleyways on a bike. He barely limpers inside a random building, seeing Anna, followed by, "Oh, hi, Mark." He came from that creature. Before he can shoot, the police below fatally shoot both him and Anna, but misses the doppelganger entirely. Like Purple Man, the doppelganger compels this random woman to help him escape and shoot at the police. All the while, Mark is barely alive and jumps down the stairs to his end. Later, Helen is taking care of Bob, and a mysterious visitor arrives. Bob begs her not to open it, literally begging. He can't live with her opening that door, and he goes to a bathtub face first when she does. Obviously, Mark's doppelganger is on the other side, yet unrelated to the story of the couple. A war or apocalypse is happening right outside, out of nowhere. The movie ends with light shining on Helen's face. Oh my goodness, this movie was really insane. This is one of those movies you can make a 2-hour video about because there's just so much to question, so much to interpret, and all subjectively. I'm also guessing that Helen was just a random woman that so happened to look like Anna. Feel free to let me know your thoughts below and your interpretations about the many events in this film. Most disturbing moment is easily the subway scene. It's infamously horrifying, almost like watching a human being shed from the inside. I need counseling immediately after acting this out. Just woof. Most enjoyed moment is a pause, really. The moment where Helen is there to show Mark how it could have been. I'm not saying that they'd be perfect for each other. I'm just saying her character is someone that a lot of people need. Someone that listens without demanding or controlling. And maybe even the controlling Mark could experience that at least once. If you like this video, you'll like Antichrist. I'm sure this movie walked so Antichrist could run. Definitely check out Mobius, not Morbius, Mobius, showing another married couple ruining it all because of infidelity. A great South Korean film. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to see more Spooky Rice. Thanks for watching. Spooky out.